Boom. I have no idea how this is going to come out, but I thought I'd do like a time-lapse swing back to my car and then be like, whee! So, what's up guys, it's me again. So today's video is going to be us diving into a little bit more detail about what this channel is going to be about exactly. I touched on it briefly in my first video, go check that out. I'll see if I can do the linky thing up in that corner that I'm looking at on my screen, up here. I don't know if I can do it, it's either here or here. I don't know, new to it, don't forget, first time vlogger, YouTuber, whatever. So, basically, this channel, as you can probably tell by the title, That Travel Guy, is going to be a travel vlog, but with a slight catch however. Most people are probably looking for experienced travellers to explain to them how to do it or give them tips and tricks. That's not what this channel is. I have no experience whatsoever when it comes to travel. Never been in an airport, on a flight, or anything like that. So, that's what this channel is. It's one guy, me, and a bag, and no experience, taking on the world, one country at a time, one step at a time. And I want you to come with me while I try everything and anything for the first time. Whether that be buying flight tickets, boarding a plane, going through airports, vlogging, and blogging, and editing videos, landing in another country, being in that country for the first time, just exploring and everything. I cannot emphasize enough how it's going to be me doing everything for the first time. I mean, eventually once I've started to do stuff, it'll kind of turn into like another travel vlog, I guess, and I'll give you tips and tricks and things I've learned and what suits me best. So that's what this channel is. So let's talk about from now until I actually start travelling and when I am, and we'll talk about that. So what's this vlog going to be about for now? It's basically going to be the next year is going to be me practicing vlogging, editing, things like that. You know, I'll give you some advice and stuff that I'm picking up as I go, and letting you know how all my skills and that are developing, and you know, other things, what I'm packing. And so that's for a year. Now, I'm not actually travelling the world, or grabbing my backpack and leaving per se, until August 2017. And what I'm doing at the minute is I'm coming up with these little slips. I don't know if you can read that. But I'm basically writing a slip every month about what my current plans are, and if anything changes I write it. You probably notice this one says June and it's July, but that's just because nothing's changed. So my current plans for travelling are as follows. My leaving date, which is pretty much set, I'm not going to change it at all. I'm stuck with it now. I don't care how much I've got saved up by that time, but I'm committed. It's August 2017 once I turn 21. The reason being, 21, that's pretty much the age for anywhere in the world. You know, you're at that age where you can do anything. You're not limited to anything anymore. 21 is the basic age, I guess, for America, for drinking. So 21 just for me is perfect. Plus, it gives me a year to practice with this, practicing editing, learning, and everything for the next year. Saving up money is the major point, really, because I've got no money currently. Well, I've got a little bit saved up because I've been saving for 3 months, but it's mostly so I can save, and that's because I want to leave with, obviously I want to leave with some money. I need money to go, but I want to have some like backup money in the bank, because I want to have some sort of income as I'm travelling. I don't just want to grab a backpack and go on a really long holiday. I want to travel the world continuously. I'm going to learn how to do that, whether that be teaching myself to web design or video editing or online work and becoming a digital nomad, or doing the old occasional bit of volunteering to save myself some money, or whether it be hands-on work when I land or whatever. A year's working holiday visa in Australia is on the list at some point, probably be next year. Might be January actually, I might do that January 2018. Travel for 4 or 5 months in Southeast Asia is my first start. And then do a year's working holiday visa in Australia. So for the next year, saving up should allow me to save, and I will be brutally honest, anything between £10,000 and £15,000. That's great British pounds. I'm British, so I know some of you are probably thinking that's a lot, and there'll be others that think, well, that's not that much. But the thing with travel that I've learnt so far, already learning, is that you don't need to be rich or poor to travel. Some people leave with like $1,000, and some people leave with what I'm going for at about the 10 to 15,000 range. But as I said, that money, 10 to 15,000, once I land and I start getting some sort of income every week or whatever, I start earning money, will go away in my account, and it won't be touched except for emergencies and backup money, etc. It's also a good way for me to start. I can slowly ease into everything without having to worry about money too much, or just things like that really. So that's my personal amount. How much do you need to go travelling? How long is a piece of string? There's no answer really. People, like I said, people leave with low amounts and some people leave with loads. But it just depends what suits you and how much you can earn and how much you can save. So that's money, and when I'm leaving it's set. I know those are the facts. August 2017, start my travelling. £10,000 to £15,000 is the rough amount I'm going to leave with. Which brings me on to whereabouts I'm going. Now, ultimately, I'd like to go to every country and go everywhere and anywhere there is to go in the world. But that's not really possible. Let's be realistic. No one can go everywhere in the world. So I don't want to jump about quickly and be like, oh yeah, I've been to loads of countries. No, I want to travel the world. I want to experience new cultures. I don't know why I picked up these headphones. I want to experience new cultures. I want to taste new foods. I'm not just going to say land in Thailand and stay there for 2 days and then fly over to Brazil. I'm not going to do that. I don't want to dart from here to there. I want to spend time and get to know that country. Ultimately, there's not really anywhere I can say I want to go. I've got a wish list. That's a good idea for anyone who's struggling to decide where to go. My simple solution was I came up with a wish list and basically wrote down the countries I'd really like to see, or monuments and famous artifacts or whatever it is that you're interested in seeing. So I don't know if you can see behind me. That's my wish list. This above the globe. There's no landmarks or anything. It's mostly countries, but there's I come up with a bucket list and I base it around that. Which brings me to where I'm starting. My starting point, you need to start somewhere. My starting point is Southeast Asia. Probably one of the most obvious choices. It's cheap, the weather is pretty much lush all year. You get the rainy seasons, I guess, but I mean, it can't be any worse than the UK, right? But yeah, no, cheap, friendly people, so many diverse and different cultures, all spread out for all the different countries. Plus you've got Thailand, you've got the Philippines, Malaysia, Indonesia, Vietnam, Laos. You've got so many choices, and they're all conveniently in one little package as I see it, which is ideal, which means I could spend a month in Thailand, for example, and then maybe go over to the Philippines, or down to Indonesia, and check out Jakarta, and then maybe go up to Vietnam, and go over to Laos. You could do whatever you want. The possibilities are endless. What I want to do is basically do a circle. I'll start in Thailand, mark my way down to Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, over to Vietnam and Laos, but I want to check them all out. That's probably not what I'm going to stick to. I'll probably end up going to Thailand for the first couple of weeks, and then over to the Philippines, because Philippines is number one on my wish list. It's the place I want to go the most, and I'm going to go there I knew this for as long as possible, which I think is 2 months. Correct me in the comments below if I'm wrong, but I think you get a month visa and then you can apply for a month's extension, but I'm not entirely sure. And again, that's what this channel's about. Don't take my word for anything on this channel, basically, because beginner, novice, completely new, and that's what the video is going to be about. You'll see that at some point. Applying for a visa for the Philippines for the first time, extending a visa for the first time, all things like that will be to come in like a year's time. So, but you know, you can. It's up to you where you go in the world. That's just my starting point. Like I said, it looks cheap, beautiful, so many different cultures and landscapes and everything. So that's where I'm going to start, and then where I go after that is just wherever I fancy going at the time or wherever the wind takes me. But that's the beauty of travelling continuously and going solo, is you can just decide, actually, you know what, I don't want to go there next week, I want to go here. So you can do it. There's no limits. So that's it. Do what you want to do. But short, this channel, about a guy in a backpack, doing everything for the first time, showing you how I get on, teaching you things I've learned, and that's it. So stick with this channel, stick with me, let's go and have an amazing adventure, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace. Just before we end that vlog, it's not ending there, it's going to end in a second. I actually have some news / a surprise to tell you. I recently booked a holiday, which will be starting on the 30th of this month and ending on the 6th, because it's my 20th on the 2nd of August. So I wanted to do something to celebrate that. I'm heading somewhere, so I think will surprise you guys, and it's kind of like a travel trial week, because I am off to no other than Italia. I'm going to Italy for a week. I'm going to go stay in Naples, check out Pompeii and Mount Vesuvius, and do like a holiday thing. So yeah, Italy for a week in 2 weeks time, or 3 weeks roughly. It's exciting stuff. So that was going to make an excellent week of vlogging and practicing, I guess. You guys get to see me travelling around Italy for a week. So until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.